在杭州向大家问好. And words cannot express how deeply happy I am to be here today with several members of our Hangzhou 10 community. Our topic, the extraordinary value of the CIS Hangzhou experience.
I'm Sally Zhang, and actually this is my 10th year at CIS. I started as a deputy director and the head of house and also Chinese teacher. So since Hangzhou 6, I started to take the role of director until now.
My name is Ava. I came to CIS in year 7, so this is my 4th year.
I'm Louis. I've also been in CIS for 4 years now.
My name is Theo, and I've been in CIS since reception, so I've actually been here for 11 years.
My name is Maegan. I've also been in CIS for 11 years.
My name is Tony. I've also been at CIS for 4 years since year 7.
My name is Cassie, and I've also been at CIS for 11 years.
My name is Clare Pemberton. I started at CIS in 1999 as a student and graduated in year 13 and then joined as a staff member last year, so this is my 2nd year.
I'm Adam Pollock. I teach individuals and societies, and I'm the head of service and community interaction, and this is my 7th year.
Zhang Xiaozhang, I'd like to ask you to tell us a little bit about the Hangzhou CIS program, as if we didn't know anything about it.
I think it's a life-changing experience and also unique experience. Our students come to Hangzhou with a group of your friends, your classmates you already know, then have a boarding life together in a very small close-knit school community and with a huge support from a highly dedicated and caring staff team. 杭州1年的这个学习项目就是说真的是给我们学生提供了一个远离父母独立成长的这样一个锻炼机会。非常重要的一点，我们将中国作为我们的课堂，所以充分利用杭州以及周边城市的这样一个资源，为我们学生打造了非常丰富多彩的体验式学习的项目。这样的话呢，我们的学生在真实的这样一个情境当中可以提高你们的中文水平，包括呢进一步的去加深对中国文化历史的了解，还有就中国内地当代现代社会的发展的现状。我们在这个疫情期间怎么会能够继续把我们的项目能够持续不断的开展下去？ I think it's really the efforts and great support from all the parties. Of course, from our CIS governors, Mr. Lynch's leadership team, their determination to continue our Hangzhou program, no matter how difficult the challenge is. Of course, the love of the Hangzhou program for all our parents and students, right? No matter how long the quarantine is, you still choose to come. 我觉得也是非常重要的，就是说我们非常荣幸的得到了浙江省啊、杭州市各方面政府的相关的部门以及社会各方的强有力的支持和帮助。当然，最后是我们这个团队非常的坚韧，然后呢又非常有创意，又非常敬业，即便面临无论多大的困难，还会设计出相应的这个非常有意义的项目。So I think because of pandemic, our students and also our staff really come together to support each other. And now we are very flexible, very strong to cope with all the difficulties and challenges. So we are an even stronger team.
What would a typical week resemble since your arrival here in August?
So a typical school day starts from 7:55 and we end at 4:25 with lunch break and other small breaks in between. Usually disciplines classes, which are Chinese, math, and English, are in the morning, with collaboration classes, which is everything else, in the afternoon. 星期三和星期六，上午就是会上学，然后星期三的下午我们会出去做 Links 的社区服务，然后星期四我们就放学后就会有 choir。星期五和六就是会有 Discovery U.
First of all, tell us a little bit about the CIS Hangzhou campus. But we're also really curious to know more about the city of Hangzhou and Zhejiang province.
I think the facilities here are definitely on par with the excellent ones in Hong Kong. But I think what I like more about the CIS Hangzhou campus is on an immaterial level, how close you are with your friends. Because in Hong Kong, your interactions with your friends all stem from just going to school from 8 to 3 with them every day. Whereas in Hangzhou, you actively have to live with your friends. And I think that allows us to form closer bonds between our friends. 对于杭州这座城市，我觉得我们都知道，杭州是一座很有文化底蕴的城市。 上有天坛，下有苏杭。然后我觉得学校也给了我们很多机会来探索杭州这座城市。我们有的时候周三会有 Chinese Connections Trip， 然后学校会带我们去杭州的不同的地标，像雷峰塔、京杭大运河、西湖、龙井村等。星期天学校也给我们自由，让我们自己组织活动，去我们自己感兴趣的地方。Finally, on the big scale of Zhejiang province as a whole, the main experience we've had was during house retreat, when we went out as a house to Liangzhu, which is a very famous archaeological site in China, and we are allowed to explore, spend some time in nature away from our tech and with our community, with our friends in our house, and I thought that was a very special experience.
At the CIS Hangzhou campus, we hear a lot about autonomy and better being. Can you explain?
自主简直就是说，我们作为学生能够自由发挥、自由学习。Overall, we have a lot of courses targeted towards bringing students autonomy and allowing them to flourish and learn in their own ways through their own experiences. So, for example, for Endeavor, I currently take the empathy to impact class, which basically it seeks to serve our communities. So kind of in line with CIS's motto, to seek and to serve. And we look for ways we can support the CIS community or the Hangzhou community even more, and we put them into action. 我们在 Better Being 这个项目中，我们透过这些课程能够更深刻的去了解我们周围的人，我们与这些周围的人的联系，然后呢，就能让我们不只是一个比较健康的身体，也是一个比较健康的心理。
We also hear at Hangzhou CIS a lot about the concept of collaboration and disciplines. Can you explain?
I feel like this year, since we're in such a close-knit community, we're really able to collaborate together. For example, after school, we can meet together for projects, or we can all go out on Sundays together. We can work together on group tasks, help each other out. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about the collaboration classes. So these include classes that connect different subjects together. What's really great about the collaboration aspect of Hangzhou is that we're able to create these really applicable situations in real life. Like, for example, Hangzhou Hawks, as I've said before, we have economics and we have film, we have visual arts, and we also have design. Like, these are all things that you'll see are very prominent in today's society. And when we're able to create such applicable and relevant courses for the students, I feel like it really enhances their learning and makes sure that when they grow up, they're really able to be ready to face what's in the real world. Discipline 呢，就是传统科目，所以呢，我们的传统科目分成了3个主要的课堂：数学、英文和中文。传统科目按照了每个同学的水平，把他们分到了不同的班级，所以对我来说，这个对我们大家的同学都有很大的帮助，因为我们都在我们适合的环境就能学到更多的内容。
What are the kinds of opportunities and also supports for growth that students have here?
Yeah. Growth underpins all that we do in Hangzhou. I think the where growth really comes is from our very tight-knit community, and I'm talking about not only the students being physically very close together, but also having a lot of face time with many teachers. Our student-to-teacher ratio is amazing. Teachers often stay after school, during non-school hours to work, to support students, or to explore topics that are outside of their teaching discipline. As a counselor, I get to also know students in a different way and seeing their growth over the year. Some students come and this is their first time away from home, and that adjustment can be very difficult. But then comparing that version of them to the version of the version of the student at the end of the year when they graduate from their program, it's almost like two completely different people. Students leave with confidence and with ambition that maybe they didn't feel when they first arrived. And this setting really encourages them to test their limits.
CIS Hangzhou has something called Discovery U.
Yes.
What is that? And maybe tell us a little bit about what it is you're doing personally.
Discovery U, it's a class in which students are free to explore their interests and their passions. There's like mahjong, there's football, there's baking, cooking, even stargazing, and there's a lot more. Personally, I do cooking, but the actual name is Cooking Across Cultures. I love to eat, Japanese food, American food. Discover U has given me the ability to actually make those foods. I get to experience this with everyone, and it really creates a really solid bond between us.
I think what I as well really enjoy about Discover U is that it gives you like a dedicated time to always like pick up something you always wanted to learn. So I feel like a lot of people might always want to do something like learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube or learn how to juggle, but they just never had the time to pick it up. So I really enjoy how Discover U just gives you that time and forces you to, I guess, pick up that skill or try something new out.
Our school motto is to seek and to serve. Can you tell us a little bit about this, how service learning is organized at CIS Hangzhou?
I think that service learning takes place in many different aspects of CIS Hangzhou. For example, we have links. Basically for links, it's something that we do every Wednesday. It's where we link with our community, our Hangzhou local community. And I think that it's a really great experience because we get to work with people of all ages. For example, there's the Maegan Shan School, there's the Children's Hospital, there's the Animal Shelter, there's the 3 autism centers. 德清莫干山学校，每个星期三，杭州汉基的老师会带我们去这个学校做一些义工。一个组是负责教一些小朋友怎么打篮球，一个组是教小朋友英文，而我的组就是去教小朋友画画。我觉得这个机会真的是一个 once in a lifetime experience.
One of the focuses of the CIS community as a whole for the coming years is on sustainability. And we know from the experience of students who have come from Hangzhou back to Braemar Hill that they carry with them a deep commitment to this topic. What is it about this experience here that is so extraordinary for them, and they become such citizens of sustainability for the future?
Students are very curious about sustainability. They're very passionate about it. And our curriculum is designed with that curiosity in mind. So just to give a few examples, we have a collaboration unit called Green is Gold, which we'll have in the spring. And this is all about electric vehicles. So we challenge students to ask whether electric vehicles really are as good for the environment as everyone says. We connect with a local car company, Geely. We have a representative come out, talk to the students. This year, we'd like to actually go out to the factory and see how an electric vehicle is made. May mentioned earlier about the solar panel rooftop project, and she's actually part of that project. And these students are researching our electricity usage at the school. They're holding meetings with the facilities management here. They're calling up companies to get pricing, to put together feasibility reports on whether we can actually make this happen. And they're doing it all on their own. And I'm very, very proud of that group in particular. We also have a sustainability committee, and they are constantly looking for ways to improve our school's sustainability. Sustainability can be a tricky concept because often we don't really see the direct connection between our actions and the impact on the environment. So what we like to do is use China as our classroom and get out there and ask questions and talk to people and see for ourselves the impact of our actions.
If you had a message you could convey to the Braemar Hill community about your experience here, what would it be?
Many of the students that come to Hangzhou are living away from home for the very first time, and that can seem very intimidating and it can be challenging. But I would say that's the reason to come here, because when things are challenging, that's when you grow.
CIS Hangzhou is still CIS. It's still the same friends that you had last year. It's, the curriculums are basically the same, but there's just a lot more to explore. There's well, everyone has already said, there's like so many things to explore here in like CIS Hangzhou, and yeah, that's what makes it so great.
I think that in Hangzhou there are really no limits, and you can go above and beyond, and you can bond with the people around you, like your classmates, your peers, your friends, your teachers, and you can learn so much about yourself and like your strengths and weaknesses through the Inner Dragon project. And I think that anyone who can come should really choose to come.
On all of our behalf, thank you very, very much to our wonderful roundtable participants for their inspirational sharing, and to each of you who has taken the time to watch today's conversation. 请大家多保重。